Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So what actually just happened is I just shot an entire video and then I just realized that it actually wasn't recording my screen, that I actually just took a picture of my screen. So that's kind of stupid on my part, but I'm still going to give you the information here. So we have the counts here to get started with, and as you can see, we are in the hourly time frame at the moment. We did get another 9 count in after hours before moving a little bit higher here. Now, I do want to point something out to you. These 9 counts, if you take the peaks of them, it gives you pretty interesting levels. Interesting is the word. Interesting levels of resistance to keep an eye on. And right now, we got a 9 count after hours right there, and we got one at the close there on Friday right there. So I've drawn a little box of resistance here. It's green, but let me just turn that to red because it is resistance. So this is my little box of resistance, and at the moment, we tried getting above it, and we got immediate distribution, okay? We got above it and we got immediate distribution. That is very important to keep in mind. If we can't get above this box here and just continue the rally, then we have to think that we're going to see some sort of pullback here for a few hours, okay? Because maybe we will see a 9 count buy signal develop, but for that to happen you need 9 hours of selling, okay? Maybe we get a double sequence count, 9-9, but that's 18 hours of selling, so about 2 days. So about 1 day. So we are looking to see if we get a little bit of direction at these levels. Once again, if we can just continue rallying, we might get, I'm not saying we will, but we might get something like this here, where this was the resistance level given to us by the 9 count. As you can see, we corrected under it, got a higher low under it, once again, kind of like a 2 equal lows, like a little double bottom under it before breaking it. And when we broke it, this was the candle, and the next candle was this one. And then we got this, okay? So once again, these areas of resistance are pretty interesting. Here we got one and we just immediately went up and just bounced off of the 10, so we didn't even take that one into account. But these often give us pretty interesting levels, and if I actually go to a 4-hour time frame here and we take a look at the 4-hour, we can see that we did also get another 9 count back here, and we're probably about to get another one here with the next bar. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. If we do, that means we continue. Okay, that means we don't close below 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we don't close below 15,110 here within the next 4 hours. So that would be, to end the day here, that we don't close down too low. That would give us a 9 count sell signal on the 4-hour time frame. Would give us a second one, give us a 9-9, which is a showing us that the market is starting to be a little bit overbought here, and that maybe a pullback is due. Okay, whether it's a reversal or a pullback. Whether you're a bull or a bear, the signal is just telling you what the signal is telling you, okay? So, once again, we tried breaking the 10-period moving average and we bounced, okay? Came here and formed some sort of distribution. We were not able to hold. We were not able to hold at all above the level of resistance here. As you can see, we had a huge wick there. Wick. We, closed above it for a little bit there, got right below it, closed above it, and now it looks like we're trying to get back below it. So for now, I do think that we could be getting a little bit of direction here surrounding these next few candles here, because we did get a doji for the last hour here of trading, which tells us that was indecision in the market. So now it just comes down to, can we bounce off of support? Can we turn this level of resistance right here, right now, into support and continue moving up, get a strong candle? Okay, that would be an immediate trend extension. At the moment, it looks like we're going sideways, and it looks like maybe it wants to go down, maybe. So once again, we are still bullish here, still have long positions, have taken a little bit of profits at these levels just in case, but just a little bit. I'm not talking about closing my position at all, because I do think that the rally here could rally into the end of the year, into next year, before we get the major crash. If we do come back down and break new lows, I would not be opposed to that. I am still looking for a bottom here surrounding these areas, and that could be something that happens. Maybe NASDAQ comes down and tags the 200-day moving average. I don't know. I just want to show you these fibs, and to show you these fibs, I'm going to remove the 9 counts here because we've seen what we had to see, and I'm going to bring back up a MACD just to show you the divergences and just to show you how this works. So as you can see on my MACD, we are forming a little bit of a bearish divergence. If I draw it out to you from the peak right here, we are forming a little bit of bearish divergence, and that could lead to a little bit of a pullback, okay? But for the moment, we might also, okay, be forming a hidden bullish divergence. If we If we get new lows here below this low on the MACD, I'm just bring it up a little bit closer for you. If we get a new low below this low here for the MACD, and the market remains above this low, maybe that means a bounce off of the 50 period moving average. Okay, that would signal to me that we're about to get a trend extension. We're about to move back up. So I am watching the 50 here, the green line. If we can't remain above these ones, if we remain above these two lines, the red and the blue line, the 10 and the 20, then it's telling me, okay, we're probably going to continue rallying, maybe slowly, I don't know, but we're not going to get a super powerful move here anymore. In my opinion, I don't think so. At least it's not highly likely. Okay, we're not going to get another super powerful rally or a super powerful trend extension until you touch either the 50 here or the 200. If you go down and tag the 200, as I'm about to talk to you about, that would really provide for me a bottom for wave 2. This would be wave 1. That would be wave 2, a bounce off of this area of support that I have drawn, and this box. Maybe we even come down and tag this box once more. But a bounce off of this area would make me even more bullish and would be opportunity for me to add to my bullish position. Okay, if we can hold above this level and then bounce and it remains in my favor. If we come down here and I see strong buying from these levels, then I'm going to add to my position. If we come down here and I don't see strong buying, or I see strong buying met by very strong selling, then I'm not going to add to my position. You see what I'm saying? Then I'm going to wait some more. So at the moment, we still don't know exactly what's going on. Maybe we're getting the pullback right now, maybe we're not. But if we do get the pullback right now, then we're going to be looking at our Fibonacci retracements, the Fib retracements. 38.2 coming right above this peak here. Interesting level. The 50 is kind of in the middle of nowhere, kind of within that structure right there. What I'm really looking at here is the golden pocket here, the 61.8 and the 78.6, because in the middle of that, smack in the middle of it, is my area of support that I've had drawn here. Why is this my area of support? Basically because it's you see, we bounced off of this area a few times. Okay, so this is a zone of support right there, and then up here we had all of the accumulation under this area. Okay, so this area is where a ton of people have orders sitting within these candles. Okay, so that's a lot of shares trading hands there. Okay, so if it comes back here, people are going to want to defend and add to their position. Somebody like me. So I'm not saying we're definitely going to bounce off of this level, but if we do come back towards this level and we start forming a bullish divergence on multiple time frames, multiple indicators, momentum is turning back into favor, and all of these different things, it could be a very good sign. As I'm saying, the 50 is way above the 200 right now. So even if we get a strong move down, I don't think that 50 is going to cross with the 200. What does that mean? As long as the 50 remains above the 200, the trend is bullish. The trend is bullish within my trading system as long as the 50 holds above the 200. If the 10 and 20 cross with the 50 here and we get a bigger correction, that would tell me momentum is bearish, but you can very well have momentum that is bearish with the trend that is still bullish. And those are the areas where you want to be looking for bottoms to be developing before you get momentum back bullish and the trend remains bullish, and then you get another trend extension and come and take out this high. Okay, so what would this be? To me, this scenario, if I just zoom out a little bit, bring this into the big screen, and get rid of the fibs here, the scenario that I'm currently looking for would be maybe something like this. If we have peaked, if we have not, it doesn't matter. At some point, we're going to get 1, 2, okay, and then we're going to continue on 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 is definitely not going to be there. 3, 4, 5 might be 3, 5, 4. I don't know exactly what 3, 4, 5 could be, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to tell you. We do need to see the market pull back for wave 2. If you're a bull here, even if you're a bull, you want to see a pullback. Preferably, you want to see a deep pullback, because that tells you that they're really capitulating everyone once again before seeing another short squeeze and before seeing a massive move, because wave 1 is only wave 1. The most impulsive, generally speaking, is wave 3. Okay. It is possible to get a trend extension. I mean, an extended wave for wave 1, but way more often than not, it happens within wave 3. Sometimes also happens within wave 5. So, I am looking for some sort of a pullback surrounding these levels here, before another great buying opportunity, in my opinion. If you don't have a position, you want to be looking at these levels of support. If we break them and we just keep moving down, then that's fine. Okay, you look at it lower or do whatever you want to do. But I'm just telling you, I will still be looking for a bottom if we do correct and go all the way back down to form a double bottom or something here on the NASDAQ. If I go ahead and look at the weekly time frame, let's get rid of this. Weekly time frame, we just opened right above the 20-week moving average. Okay, we were holding below it really hard for a few weeks there. Was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 6 weeks? We closed below the 20-week moving average, and now we're getting back above it. Okay, I am not excluding the possibility that is the low for the week. That is very well possible. Maybe that is the low for the week right there. If I get rid of that line, okay, maybe it is, and maybe we just shoot all the way back up another 7 or 8% here. Maybe we get the best week 2 weeks in a row. You know, you never want to count anything out. You just want to be watching support and resistance and what happens when you reach a level of support and when you reach a level of resistance. At the moment, let's see what's going on. At the moment, you see, we're getting this level of resistance, and we're trying to turn off the level of resistance. It is not convincing right now. Not convincing to me. Okay, we do have a MACD that is hovering very, very low here. So if we could very quickly go into bearish territory and break the 50 and get a bigger pullback. But right now, there are still no signs that this is bearish, because even the 10 is above the 20, even though they're doing the little sidestep, crisscross, sideways thing there. You know, it is still above it. So we are going to have to see some kind of direction being taken. Right now, you know, we still have about 20 minutes left in this hourly bar. The hourly bar is now turning down off of the area of resistance. Okay, so after the doji, if we can close lower, then that means direction is pointing us lower. Okay, we tried to get back up there, form some sort of a distribution here, you know, some sort of a whack-off type distribution where you get a peak, you come down to the support zone, you rally back up to that peak, draw out the support zone, you know, bounce off of support once again, and then break it. This would be a U-tab. This would be a test of supply up here, and as you can see, well, test of demand, supply, whatever you want to call it. But basically, we're testing the demand, and the demand was not there. Okay, at these levels in the past 3 hours, the facts are the demand was not there, so we got rejected, and we're moving lower towards supply, towards the level of support. And if we can continue bouncing off of support there, okay, right there and right there, and, you know, around this area, if we can bounce off of support, then you have to think that it's going higher because somebody is buying it. But right now, not the case. We are still watching to see what happens this hour, next hour here, within the next few days. And if we actually start going down, I'll be looking for, you know, what is that, 14,934 to 14,850 pretty quickly, because you know, that there's not much in terms of support here. We do have the 50, which is huge, but I mean, we do need to see, maybe we go under the 50, form a higher low under the 50, or a divergence. That is the things that you're really looking for, is divergences or higher lows forming under your levels of support. Okay, but yeah, once again, we're gonna see what happens here at these levels of resistance. It's very interesting. We've had a massive rally. The probability of this continuing straight up is low, to be honest with you. I would be happy to see a nice healthy pullback into, you know, areas of support that make sense down here. The accumulation triangle that I talked about, if we pull back down to that level, break below it, get a divergence, something like that. That is what I am looking for, a break below and a divergence, or a break below and a higher low below one of these levels of support. And whenever we see something that looks very interesting, of course, you already know I'll be making a video to really talk to you about it. So right now, okay, we're coming down to the 10, breaking the 10 there in the hourly. So we're going to watch what happens. Do we bounce, or do we just keep pulling back? I don't know yet. We'll see. This is why I like, you know, the important thing about buying a bottom is that once you buy a bottom, you know, once you reach the bottom, it's pretty clear that it's a bottom. Right there, I told you to be looking for the divergence, or the something to form under the level of support. We broke it, and then we formed a little higher low, okay, and then we pulled back, and then we came right back down to the level of support and bounced, gapped higher. So right now, we are looking for another sign here that that the market's going to give us, because after these signs, it kind of gets very choppy. You see all this? It is not evident at all. It gets super choppy. You can get trapped here if you're trying to get positions, thinking it's going one way, thinking it's going the other, and then this happens, okay? And once this happens, you don't really know when it's going to pull back until you really do, until it really just shows you. If we get a strong sell, that even wouldn't be certain, to be honest. But I mean, you don't really know what's going to happen anymore. So you need time for the market to show you what it's doing. And if we go ahead and crash down here and get a higher low, you're going to have the time, just as you had the time to get in right there, you're going to have the time to get in right here at these levels. So if you want that kind of information, make sure to subscribe once again, and I will see you guys in the next video.